Ella Stiller just made her off-Broadway debut in the new play Dilaria. It's a dark new comedy about the generation raised on true crime and social media obsession. Ella's a daughter of Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor. Let's send it out to Paul Wontorek.
So happy to see you.
So good to see you.
In rehearsal.
I know.
In action.
It's crazy.
This is like your off-Broadway debut.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
It's like my total dream come true.
Yeah?
I can't even believe it. I'm, come down here to Brooklyn to rehearse every day, and I'm like pinching myself because this is all I've been working for like my whole life. So I couldn't be happier.
I love it. Truly. It's like a cool new play.
Yes.
I just read it. It's wild.
I feel like some people need to be bullied. Like some people need to be punched in the face.
Tell me about your first exposure to it and what you thought of it when you dug into it.
So this all happened very fast.
Okay.
I read the play and I was like, oh, this is incredible. Like this is exactly what I want to be doing. This is what I talk about when I'm like, I want to be doing like women-centered work and young women and cool feminist, edgy stuff. Like that is what I wanted, and then I read it, I was like, this is perfect. You know the thing where when you audition or when you're looking at different projects, people are like, if it doesn't work out, it means it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't the right one.
Yeah.
I really had this moment of like, well, if this doesn't work out, then like, what am I doing?
Right, then
like, I should reassess here.
This is like
because,
perfect for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's Real Housewives references. Like, the night before my audition, I was coming from the Countess Luann cabaret show. So like, yeah, I think it was pretty good timing.
See, this is like the one thing that I hated about Michelle Obama. Like I say, when they go low, we go lower. Oh, I want to hit someone right now.
You're playing Dilaria in Dilaria.
Yes.
Tell me about this young woman.
Oh, she's so complicated. She's so complicated, but I get her,
Okay.
Like, Dilaria loves attention.
Okay.
Dilaria loves Dilaria. And Dilaria really loves Georgia, her best friend. They clearly spend a lot of time in this bedroom, which is where the whole play takes place.
Right.
And then, of course, we also meet Noah, who is the guy Dilaria's sort of
I'm laughing
seeing.
at the pronunciation.
Yeah, of course,
Yes.
Noah.
No.
No, it's not anything else. It's Noah, okay? At the beginning of the play, we see Georgia and Dilaria in the bedroom as, they tend to be there probably every day, just hanging out. They discover that a friend of theirs from college has passed away.
Right.
Dilaria is just seeing the outpouring of social media posts and may or may not, in a way, be jealous of that attention.
Right.
And may go to certain measures.
Right.
To receive that kind of love and attention.
Yes.
That's what I got.
You talked about plays about young women and new voices, and I was thinking about like John Proctor, the villain, is such a huge hit on Broadway right now. Like, it does feel like there's really an opportunity.
It really
here,
is.
right?
Yeah.
And
It's like the
audiences are
time.
loving
It's the time.
this.
Yeah. I think we like need it. I say we as like a young woman.
Yeah.
I think I graduated theater school like a year ago, and people were saying like, do you want to do theater more? And I was like, yes, theater is my first love. I always want to do theater, but the question is like, is there theater for women my age right now? Is that where the juicy stuff is? And that was my worry. I was like, later in life, sure, the Chekhov, the Shakespeare, all of it, like that's there. But to be in this like summer right now, where all this amazing, cool like female art is happening, it's so exciting, and I'm so honored to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, so here we are in Brooklyn.
I know.
You're a real Manhattan kid, right?
I'm a Manhattan girl.
Right.
Oh yeah, Upper West Side.
Like your whole life.
The best, yeah.
Right. It's so funny to see you in this context, because I actually met you many years ago in a very random way. So your mom,
yes,
the gorgeous Christine Taylor,
yes,
I saw her come up to me at the Broadway flea market with this sweet little girl.
yes,
And you were like fangirling.
I
don't want to put words in your mouth.
Guilty as charged. I'm like, was the biggest theater kid of all time. Still am, of course. I like lived off of Broadway.com. Are you kidding me? The Audience Choice Awards? That was like my entire. It was my life.
You voted and the whole thing.
Okay. By the way, I still vote.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I have the picture.
Oh my God. Oh. I remember this moment like so vividly. I did not get
Me
stopped.
too.
And now look at you. Look how far you've come. And I've been following you like on Instagram and seeing you, go to Juilliard and really pursue this and seeing great photos of your like student career.
Oh my gosh,
and then getting this play. It's really exciting.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, it's a really surreal moment. I'm a year out of graduating now, and it feels really good to be like, okay, and now this summer, this is where it's all really happening, and this is the thing I've wanted to do my entire life that I've been working for a long time, and I'm just so excited. I get emotional like every time I talk about it.
So obviously we have to talk about your lineage. I mean, you come from an incredible family of Broadway performers. Your grandparents, Sherry Stiller and Ann Mira.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up loving them intensely. They both balanced theater and TV and film, and your dad, of course, had done both. So is this sort of like written in the stars that of course you're gonna go down this path?
I think so. I mean, I always like, there never was another option for me. There was a moment in time when I was a kid where I was obsessed with horses. That was the only other option ever.
Okay.
But no, but it just was the thing I loved to do, and my parents never forced me into it. They were very much supportive, but never wanted us to feel any pressure.
But they didn't tell you to run the other way either.
No, they didn't, because they know, they know that it's not really a choice. It's a calling, right? I take a lot of pride in my family's like roots in the theater. I've been feeling very connected to my grandparents recently, and I'm really sad that I don't get to know them as an adult or in this moment in time, especially my grandmother. She was such an incredible actor, both of them, but she was, a real actor in her own way. She was a Tony nominee. Yeah. Underrated. But yeah, I love them so much. And I walk in Central Park every day where they're renovating the Delacorte, and they have pictures of Shakespeare in the Parks past, and I walk past my grandpa every day.
Wow.
So,
and your dad's making a movie about them. I know, it's like a big passion. I can't wait to see that.
It's very, I mean, I'm biased in many ways, but it's a really, really moving film, and I just take so much pride in those two.
Yeah, I actually heard your dad talk about you on a podcast recently.
Oh my gosh.
Very proud.
Yeah,
very
he's
proud.
Very proud. He's very proud. Well, it's interesting because now I'm also in a time in my life where I'm very proud of him too. Yeah. I think it's a special moment for the both of us, and we have so much in common. Yeah. And his parents were both actors too. Yeah. And he knows what it's like to, start your own career and how difficult that can be and exciting. And I feel very lucky to get to share that with him right now.
I love young actors who really start on the stage and really put their feet down, and that's actually true of your grandparents and your dad. Like, they all did theater.
Yeah, my mom too. Before the Brady Bunch movie, there was the real live Brady Bunch.
Oh my God, yes, of course, your mom. Yes, of course, absolutely. Wow, that's right. Okay, so they've all...
And also, not to mention that I grew up in a show tunes only household.
Okay, so what were some of the go-to?
Well, it's like the 70s. It's the Jesus Christ Superstars. It's the Pippins. Hair, Les Mis. We're going later now, but yeah. So we're a real theater family.
Will you ever be doing a musical?
Oh my gosh, I hope so.
Okay.
when I met you in that picture from a long time ago, I wouldn't have dared of doing something that wasn't a musical. Okay. Wouldn't have dreamed.
Right. Only big Broadway musicals.
Now I'm like, okay, I think this is where my strong suit is, but you know what? Put me in a musical, please.
You can't plan a career, obviously. No. All you can do is kind of set your path in the right direction. Yeah. So do you think about that a lot, about how you want to be spending your time?
I do, and I've really been thinking about that right now, because I'm thinking about this is exactly what I want to be doing right now, is this awesome play at this awesome off-Broadway theater, and just really cementing myself in the theater community, which is what I've always cared about the most. I do think if we're talking about setting a foundation, I'm doing what I always thought I would, or should at least.
Yeah. Starring in an off-Broadway show in New York City.
Yes.
Does it get any better?
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.